Hey everyone, and welcome to another video, a doll video. So this video, I'm gonna let you know right from the get-go, it is gonna be a long video, so get you a snack, get you some tea or something like that, because this is a lot. Like, when I prepared this video, I knew it was gonna be a lot, but it ended up even being more than I thought. So you've been warned. Literally get whatever you want, sit back, relax. It's gonna be a long ride, and that is because I am going to be going over the 50 releases made by Integrity Toys in the 2023 club year. So, if this is your first time viewing my channel, hey, I'm Greg. I like to do gaming and doll stuff. And this year was my first time being oops, sorry. This was my first year being a part of the Integrity Toys W Club. And I just kind of wanted to review the entire year. Just go over the different releases, how I felt about the W Club this year, and everything. And it's right before the W Club. Actually, by the time this video comes out, the W Club for 2024, I think registration will already be open. But registration should be going for a while, so this video will still be kind of current. But I collected every release. I didn't include like shoe packs or accessory packs, anything like that. But I did include like outfits, pieces. Does that make sense? Or like full looks, but I didn't do like just shoe packs. Or for example, like with the Seven Sins events, they had the shoe packs. I skipped those. I didn't feel like going over just shoes. And I kind of just went haywire and made an entire, what do you call it? An entire presentation. That is the word I'm looking for. I made an entire presentation of the 2023 W Club. So I'm probably going to do the rest of this video as a voiceover because I didn't really leave space to have my face in the camera. So it's going to cover the photos. So I'm probably going to just do this as a voiceover and just show off the dolls. So I guess we'll get into that, and I hope you enjoy this long ride of all the dolls released during the W Club's 2023 club year. Okay, so welcome to my Integrity Toys 2023 club year releases. So this is just my title slide, but before we get into it, I have a little legend here. You can see these cute little stars. The yellow star means that I bought the doll. Red means I wanted the doll, but I missed. And blue means I just have something to say about it. I didn't want to make a bunch of different categories. So blue is, I'll talk on it when I get there. And it's more for me to remember that I have something to say more than anything. So yeah, that's kind of it. Let's go ahead and get to the first doll. Before I actually get into the actual dolls and everything, I wanted to show that this site was a big help. For starters, I used all the information for this presentation. I used the Integrity Toys reference site, which I'll have linked down in the description below. And as you can see, they have a bunch of dolls listed here. They don't have every doll release like some of the newer ones. And those I just got from emails sent directly from W Club. But this site is like such an amazing resource, and I highly recommend if you have any interest in past Integrity Toys or current Integrity Toys. This has like everything. It's like so many things. Like you can just decide like, oh, I want to look at 2013, and you can see the dolls that were released in 2013. It's a really amazing site, and I really highly recommend checking it out. I've had a lot of fun looking back at past releases. But now let's get into the actual dolls released this year. Alright, so I have each of these dolls like organized by like what type of doll they are kind of, or when they released. And so we're starting with our upgrade dolls. And if you know me, you've been around the channel for a bit, you know Alejandra Luna is my favorite face sculpt in Integrity Toys. And this is part of the reason why I decided to join the W Club this year is because of Billion Dollar Beauty Alejandra Luna. She is a recolor of the original Alejandra Luna, Billion Dollar Baddie. But I thought this doll was beautiful. I was so excited at the chance to get an Alejandra Luna. I 100% did get her. I love her. She's amazing. And you can tell she's pretty popular. You see her edition size of 2,971, which is a pretty big edition size. So yes, Alejandra Luna was the first doll that I got that was released this year. The second doll to cover as a W Club upgrade doll was Summer Rose Eugenia Perrin Frost. I don't know why I struggle when the words are right in front of me. She's very pretty, but I just did not like her fashion whatsoever, like not even a little bit. It just wasn't for me. I loved the shoes. I thought those were cute. I like the little butterfly ring, but other than that, this Eugenia just wasn't for me. But Base Doll is so beautiful, and I've seen a lot of redresses and restylings of her that I think are really beautiful. In fact, one person that I think has done a really good job with restyling this Eugenia is someone on Instagram. It's Lucian underscore Harry underscore Elf. They have a Eugenia that they've redressed many times, and she looks amazing. But that's the second doll of the 2023 year. Okay, so now we're on to the last upgrade doll of the 2023 club year. I think I'm going to stop saying that because it's going to get so repetitive saying 2023 club year. But this was Lemon Lullaby Poppy Parker. It was the Poppy Parker upgrade doll. I was so excited when I saw this doll. I didn't mention it with the Eugenia. All the upgrade dolls were recolors of past dolls. This doll is a recolor of a doll that already had a recolor, which is very interesting. I think she's very beautiful. She's so pretty. And yeah, she's just a really pretty doll. But that's kind of it. I did get her, and I'm very happy to have her. So yeah, that was the last upgrade doll. The next two dolls, or next couple dolls I'm going to talk about, were IT Basic dolls, and these weren't available to solely club members. These were made available to the public as well, but they were introduced to club members first. And this was technically the first dolls that we could purchase. We purchased the upgrade dolls, but they come later. These were able to be purchased and shipped immediately. So I did end up getting very excited because I joined the W Club year. I wanted to have an Integrity Toys doll. And one of the ones I ended up getting was Bombshell Beach Natalia Fatale. I was so excited. I think Natalia is a very beautiful doll. I love her face. She's just a beach doll, so she's kind of simple, but she still has some really nice pieces, and she's very beautiful. So that was this doll. And she came in an edition size of 5,000. And like I said, I did purchase this doll. The next upgrade doll, well, not upgrade, but the next basic doll was Night Owl Erin Salston. And her outfit, which I forgot to mention this again with the last doll, but the basic dolls, their outfits are like recolors of existing dolls. And this Erin was actually, her outfit is a recolor of a doll that I really want. I believe it's one of the twins. I can't remember which twin it was. It was an upgrade doll one year. And she came in this like really pretty cream and like lavender dress. And this dress is the exact same dress, just in a black and white version. So I was really excited to see the dress that I really wanted, even though I still like the original more. But also I was excited to see Erin. She's really pretty. I loved her pastel-y makeup she had, and just beautiful. So yeah, that is Erin, and she was in an edition size of 5,000. And I did purchase this Erin. In addition to the basic doll, there's an accessory pack, and I included this. I know I said earlier I wasn't including accessory packs, but as you can see on the picture on the left, this accessory pack really helped build this Night Out Erin Salston into a full, complete doll. It just like completed the look really, and I did decide to buy this doll accessory pack to go with my doll, and I love it so much. It's so beautiful, especially the giant bow that attaches to the dress. I feel like it really completes the look. So Boutique Details accessory pack I did buy. This was the other basic doll that was released, and it's Amira Majid, posed like an Egyptian. And when she came out, I don't really like the screening they have here, and I wasn't very impressed. And again, it was a bikini. I loved the shoes, and I loved that her nails had different designs on them, and I really liked the hair. But something about the face was off to me, and originally I was like, I'm just not a fan of Amira, I guess. But I ended up being so wrong because if you've watched my ranking of the dolls I got in 2023, my number one doll actually is an Amira doll. I don't know if the screening's super different or what, but you'll see her later in this list when I get to that Amira. But they're like worlds apart to me. But anyway, this was another doll. I did decide to pass on her. The last basic doll, I believe it's the last basic doll we have, is a Poppy Parker, and it was Island Time Poppy Parker. I was not very impressed. Okay, I'm not a big Poppy person. I think Poppy can be cute, and if I like her, I go for her. But I'm not like a die-hard Poppy Parker fan. And this doll is just, she came off as too simple for me. Like, I feel like Natalia, even though she was just in a one-piece bathing suit, still had more personality going on. So this Poppy, she's very pretty, but it's just, it wasn't enough for me. So I decided to pass on her. But again, she's cute. Now, this doll is a very special case. This is Lilac Misaki. Misaki, she is like an Integrity Toys like branch related line that's in Japan. She's not sold directly from here. It's like we would be given emails that could relate to the doll if we wanted to get the doll and then like get it shipped overseas and everything. And there's some really cute Masakis, but for me, it's either an absolute yes or it's a pass. And I really like this Masaki, okay? I think she's really pretty in the face. I like her makeup. I like her hair. I love the shoes. But for me, it was the dress. It just didn't have enough shape for me. I don't know. Like, maybe there should have been more tulle or something. I came very close to getting this Masaki, especially since this was still early days when this Masaki was released to us. I did end up passing on her, but I did come very close to getting her, and I think she is cute. It's just, I don't know, something about the dress just didn't work for me. So we had a couple of Masaki releases, and this was the second Masaki release. This was First Bite Masaki. Um, this doll I came so close to getting. I love the fantasy hair. I love the outfit. I love the accessory. She's so cute. But the face was just a little too off for me. Something about the face I just wasn't vibing with. Versus this Masaki, I thought she had a really cute looking face, but this one, I don't know, something was off. Maybe the eyes are too high or something. But I did decide to pass on First Bite Masaki, but I came very close to getting her. The next Masaki released was Nightshade Masaki. I love the outfit on this Masaki. Like, it is so pretty. It's got the pastels, the lace, and like it's got like the whole witch fantasy, but like kind of like sexy vibe with the lace see-through boots and the high stockings. It has a cute hat. I really like it, but something about, again, that, well, okay, this time the face was okay, but I didn't like the hair. I felt the hair was just like a blonde bun. It just wasn't enough for me. Or actually, I don't know if it's a bun. It might be super short hair. I actually don't see the back of the hair. But the blonde hair just didn't sit well with me. Like, even her eyebrows kind of have like a lilac-y color to them. So, like, if she had had like a lavendery hair, I might have gone for her. But I did decide to pass on her. But again, this was another hard one to pass on. The last Masaki that was released this year was Frills and Kills Masaki. And this one was probably the easiest to pass on. The only thing I really like about this Masaki is her socks, which sounds funny, but I really do like her socks. And her little journal purse is cute. But I'm not a big fan of the hair color with the makeup. I don't really like the shoulder pad situation going on with the dress. So this was the easiest to pass on, and this was also the last Masaki. So I didn't get any Masakis this year, but I feel like one day I'm gonna get a Masaki for sure. It came close this year. If I had to pick one from any of the releases this year, it'd probably be Nightshade Masaki if I got like her hair rerouted. But I didn't want to like pick up a project when I pick up one because these are from overseas and everything. I want them to be perfect the way they are. So yeah, Frills and Kills Masaki was another pass for me, but that is the entire Masaki line from 2023. The next release I want to talk about was actually a fashion pack, and this fashion pack was designed by I don't know if I call them a club member. Maybe it is a club member, but was designed by someone last year, and then the club members were able to vote on which fashion pack they wanted to be made available. And this one won, Risky Intentions, and it was available this year. There's another competition with a design this year that'll be made available next year. So this was the one technically from the W Club in 2022 voted for this fashion pack, and it became available in the W Club of 2023. I hope that makes sense. I decided to pass on it. I think it's really cool. It's really edgy and exciting. It doesn't really fit like with the type of fashion I have going on in my collection, which is the only reason I passed on it. But I think it is a really cool, really fun, and really interesting collection. So, but yeah, in the end, I did pass on it. The next line of dolls I'm going to be talking about is the 2023 Meteor Rococo collection. So, when this collection came out, when I became a W Club member, I was a big fan of NuFace and Fashion Royalty. Those are the two that I really joined for. So, when these dolls came out, the Rococo collection, I was very much shocked. I was not expecting, I guess, a Rococo collection. I am a big fan of like the whole Rococo theme. So when this collection got released, I was like jaw on the floor. Like I was just completely in shock over this line, and I was a huge fan from the beginning. So there's, I think, 4 dolls released in this collection. The first one we're going to talk about is Head Over Heels Talia Harper, I believe is how you say it, Talia. Uh, and she is very beautiful, kind of like Prince inspired looking. Her hair came down in a long ponytail. She had like this over jacket with a bodysuit underneath. I thought she was really interesting. I was more interested in the fashion than the doll. I did end up passing on this one, as you can see. The fashion I loved, and I don't know, the face sculpt I wasn't too into. And I think this is a new character. Either this is the new character or the next doll is the new character. One of them were a new character. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it was a pass for me because I I needed to choose only two. I was only letting myself choose 2 dolls from this collection, so I went for my 2 favorites. But she was definitely number 3, that like out of the ranking of how I rank this collection. But again, I wanted to go for my top 2. So here's the second doll in this collection, serving cake, Kiki Adaze. I believe it's Adaze. She is stunning. I know I just said the last one was like third on my list, but maybe it's this one. I don't even know. It's so hard to decide. It was just such a good collection. This doll was so exciting. She had like her hair was ribboned like a corset, but it was 2 braids. And then she had like this hooded look and like the ruffles at the sleeves. And I loved the corset she has on with also the leggings. I think the only thing that threw me off about this doll was her shorts that just looked like pink denim shorts. I wish it had been a skirt. Maybe she would have even been one of my top 2 if it had been a skirt. But the denim shorts, I was just kind of taken aback by. It just didn't fit the rest. But she was very beautiful. Yeah, she's really nice. But I did pass on her because the other 2 were just so strong that she didn't stick out. But she came close also because she had the red velvet cake purse, which was really cute. Now we get to this doll. This doll holding court Amira Majid. I talked about Amira earlier, that when I first saw that the basics doll Amira, I was like, maybe Amira's just not a face sculpt for me. But the screening on this Amira, I was obsessed with. Then the green, and it's like a corset with a little cage skirt, the boots, the clutch that's like a fan, all these beautiful jewelry pieces. I was astonished. This right here, I was so excited. And when I got her, she didn't disappoint. If anything, it was even better. And if you watched my ranking video for my 2023 dolls, she was my number 1 doll of the year. Like, out of every doll I received last year, she is my number 1 favorite. I love her so much. She has like different designs on her nails. She has, I could go on and on about this doll, and I have in past videos. This doll is so beautiful and so stunning. I did not expect a Meteor doll to be my favorite doll, just because some of their past collections aren't really my favorite. But this Rococo collection and this Amira specifically knocked it out of the park. So stunning. Obviously, I got her. She was an IT lottery doll, actually, and I was really nervous. I knew Meteor isn't one of the most popular lines collected, But with how stunning this doll was, I was so afraid I was going to enter this lottery and not win her. So when I won her, I was so excited. And as you can see, she's an edition size of 750, which is not that big. So I feel very lucky and very happy to say that I have this doll in my collection. The next doll that, and the last doll from this Rococo line is Succession Naysha Lauder. Oh my gosh. Another stunning, beautiful doll. I loved her right off the bat. She has like this huge hair with these little pink bows in it. And it's like up in a huge, like, is that a pompadour? That might not be the right word. Or like the poof, you know, that they did in like the French aristocracy. And then the dress is just so soft with pastels. And she has like little choker with the ribbons. Her purse is a macaroon. Like, how could you not love this doll? In her face, oh my gosh, I love this doll so much. Amira, I think, is the winner of the ball, but Naysha is right behind her. So beautiful, so stunning. I love this collection so much. This is a collection I'd love to see continued, honestly, with Meteor. Like, if they did more of this collection, I'd try to collect even more of them. Maybe I should go back and collect the other two. But so beautiful. So beautiful. I love this collection. She was a dealer doll, and I was able to go through a dealer and secure her pretty quickly, which I was really happy about. All right, so then the next collection we have was the Poppy release. There was 2 Poppies that were released. They were, I think it's part of the Jason Wu collection. Yeah, it says Jason Wu collection. So we had Spring 2021 Pink Poppy Parker, and that was this Poppy. I thought she was really cute and really modern, very different for Poppy. I didn't really like the strings on the hat. Like, I think the hat would be much cuter without the strings. I did decide to pass on her. Like I said, I'm not a big Poppy person, but I think this is a very gorgeous Poppy. This was the other Poppy released, and I think this genuinely may be one of the most beautiful Poppies ever. Very, very modern Poppy. But that eye makeup, the freckles, the outfit, I'm not really a sandals person, so the outfit's kind of like the shoes and the outfit itself are kind of a pass for me. But I think the doll here is really beautiful. But again, this was another pass for me. Oh, and both of these were lottery dolls. Yeah, they were both lottery dolls in edition size of 750. Okay, so now we are getting to a collection of dolls that is very special to me, and that is the curated pop-up event that happened last year in Washington, D.C. So this was a very... I really enjoyed this because this was an event I ended up being able to go to. You entered a lottery for tickets to the event, and then if your name was drawn, you could buy a ticket to the event and go. So I wasn't drawn in the original drawing, but I ended up being picked in the second chance lottery, and I did end up getting a ticket, and I was so happy. And it was the same day I actually found out I won the lottery for the Holding Court Amira. So it was a very exciting day for me. And this doll right here was at the event, obviously, and she was the welcome doll. So everyone who attended the event received one of this doll for free. There were 300 attendees at the event. This was my very first doll event. I had a lot of fun. It wasn't perfect. There were a lot of like problems and things that I hope they fix in the future, but it was a really cool event. And where was I going with that? It was a very cool event, and I really enjoyed it. But this doll was the welcome doll. Oh, that's what I was doing. Sorry, I totally lost my thought there. There are 600 of every single doll and 300 attendees, so you were allowed to get 2 of each doll. This was the welcome doll, so everyone was given one of Classically Surreal Isha for free. And, well, not for free, it was included in your ticket price. And it was very exciting, very cool. I ended up getting 2 Ishas, and I traded my second Isha for my Isabella Alves, who is one of my favorite dolls in my collection now, so it was very cool. But yes, this doll was very exciting. Obviously, I got her when I got my ticket. I'm very happy, and I love her. She is such a standout, and she's so beautiful. I love her so much. So here's another doll that was at the event. This doll is mixed media Thiago, and same as the other doll, 600. Every doll at this event was 600 in edition size. I made such a mistake with this doll. So I ended up buying one Thiago, but it was for a friend, and I sent that to them. And I decided not to get a Thiago for myself. I ended up passing on it, and that is such a regret for me. I don't know why I did that. Thiago is my favorite male face mold by far. Love Thiago. And for some reason, when I was there at the checkout, like I was debating it all the way up to the checkout point. And when I finally got to the checkout, I decided it was right before my trip where I traveled through Asia. Wait, was it Asia? Yes, I think so. Yeah, through Asia. That was last summer. Um, and I ended up deciding not to get Thiago, and that's such a regret now because Thiago is so beautiful, especially this Thiago. I can't believe I passed on him. That is why he has a red star. I consider him a missed opportunity on my part. Very beautiful doll though, very cool, and just stunning doll. The next doll that was also at the event was Modern Renaissance Bina Park, and she was a new character, not a new face mold. She uses the Ayumi 2.0 face mold, but she is a new character, and she represented, I believe, New Face. Yeah, it's written right there. She's from New Face, and this doll, when I saw her, I was just stunned. Her, like, the drama of her dress and everything, the silhouette, she is just so beautiful. I did end up getting her, as you can see with the yellow star. I'm very happy with her. She actually, if you see my videos, you're not able to see her in the background where I have the rest of my dolls, and that's because she sits on the front of my desk on the corner. So she has her own little special display, like, right there, and I see her all the time when I'm recording. But yeah, she's very special, very beautiful, and I'm very happy I have her. And speaking of Bina Park, she came with a special second release. This doll was released to everyone in the W Club as a color variation. She was a pre-order. If you wanted her, you could get her. I decided to pass on her because I had the original from the event, and also I liked the blue and gold more than the pink and silver variation, and I really liked the platinum blonde, so I was really happy with the one I had, so I didn't feel the need to get the second one. But she is very beautiful, and I'm really happy that they opened up this variant for other people. The last doll of the curated event was Behind the Curtain Zuri Okati. I think that's how you say it. And I feel like this doll was done a misservice in the event because I didn't even realize all the different redress potentials that she came with until after the event. Because the doll at the event, which I do have a video on the curated event if you're interested in seeing that, I have like actual footage from the event. But she was dressed in one way, and you could see that. And it was interesting, and I came close to getting her. I wasn't very interested in the doll. I just don't like the teeth. But I did think the outfit was cool, but I didn't even know that there was like you could remove the blue part and then you could have it as a dress or a pantsuit. Like there's so many different things that can be done with this doll that it just wasn't all displayed, and I felt like she really had a disservice for that. She's very beautiful, and I think honestly, if I ever get a chance to get my hands on the fashion, I might take it. The fashion doesn't fully fit into my collection, but it's so interesting. And I kind of like love that it goes up on one side, down the other. Very beautiful doll, and yeah, I think she was great for the Meteor collection. But I will say, I talked about this in my curated video, that there was this theory that the Meteor doll at the curated event was going to be another Rococo doll. So I was really hoping for that. So when she wasn't Rococo, that also had me a little disappointed. It was not her fault. Like, I got my own hopes up, but because of that, I was a little disappointed. But she's actually very beautiful. Oh my gosh, how can I say that was the last doll from the curated event when we also have the Poppy? So this is actually the last doll from the curated event, Silver Cloud Poppy Parker. She is very cute, very unique. I remember people at the event being like, wow, this is so different for Poppy. And I think they said she was based off of Andy Warhol. I believe that's it. Like based off of Andy Warhol. I thought she was really interesting. I did end up getting a Poppy. I didn't know if I was going to sell her or if I was going to trade her or anything. But I got her, and then when I came back from Asia, I was like, okay, I'm going to try trading her, and I listed her on the W Club forums, which is a special forums you have access to if you're a part of the W Club. And I listed her for trade, and I put a couple of dolls that I was really interested in. Actually, I listed Grail dolls, and someone reached out to me within 24 hours interested in this Poppy and offered me Varsity Alejandra Luna, which was one of my top Grail dolls. And I was so excited. I traded her. It was a great trade, made a friend, and ended up getting a Grail doll. So I'm actually very thankful to this Poppy for helping me get that doll. So yeah, that was Poppy. I traded her, no regrets. I'm so happy with Varsity Luna, and I was able to get somebody a Poppy they wanted. So that was great. Okay, so now we have an East 59th collection that was released, the Adornments collection. And this was the first doll, and this was, I'll go ahead and spoil it for the rest of this line, the only doll I came close to getting. So this doll I think is so beautiful. I don't really have, well, I actually 100% don't have any East 59th dolls. Um, I just haven't been super interested in them. But this doll, I almost got her because she is so perfect. I was so in love with her. The only reason I didn't get her is because I was traveling at the time and just did not have the money. So I passed, but it was hard because I think she's so beautiful. She also reminds me of Helga from Disney's Atlantis, which is my favorite Disney villain or animation villain ever. She is so amazing, so stunning, and just, she's perfection. So she really reminds me of Helga, and for that reason, it's just like bonus points. Love this doll, and I was sad that I had to pass on her. But she was a edition size of 750, and she was a dealer doll. The next doll in the collection was Enchanting in Amethyst, Aurelia Gray. She was a edition size 750. She was a dealer doll. I think she's very beautiful. I really, really like this like shade of purple going on. I love that it carries throughout the makeup. I think the hair's a little boring, but she's a very beautiful doll. I did pass on her, but very pretty. Next is Dream in Aquamarine, Coraline Cora Kwan. And she, again, 750 is her edition size, and she was a dealer doll. I don't know what it is with this character, but every time I see this character, something with her lips is weird. It's like there's no differentiation where the lips separate or something. I'm not sure. I will actually say one of my favorite East 59th dolls ever is a Cora doll. It's Cora, I believe the doll is Aqua. No, not Aqua. Oh my gosh, I was reading this. Arctic Moon. And she's like in this bodysuit with this pink fur coat and this pink skirt. So beautiful. And then the doll, she has this beautiful long blonde hair, but then the doll is Cora, and something about the face, again, it has the same thing this face has. I'm just not into it. I don't know why. But, anyways, yeah, I did decide to pass on this doll. The next doll is Twilight in Blue Topaz, Constance Madison. She was 750 edition size. She was a dealer doll. And this doll is. Okay, the doll herself, I'm not too interested in, like, at all. But the fashion and the accessories, like, I loved, like, the black latex gloves, and then the fact that this dress could be taken apart into a bodysuit with a train. So beautiful. I thought it was so cool, and I thought about this doll as well, only because of the fashion. But if I was to get one from this line, it would have been that first doll who I already forgot the name of. But still, she was another standout for this line. The last doll from this line is Right Time of Night, Laird. Is that how you say it? Laird Drake. 750 edition size, a dealer doll. And This guy, I was not interested in at all. It's very boring. His face, he's cute. His hair is nice, but it's just a simple tux. There's not much more to it. That's about it. So it was a pass for me. The next collection that was released was a Poppy Parker collection, the Neutral Code collection, and it came with a couple of Poppies and other characters. So here's the first one, Checkmate's Poppy Parker. She was an edition size of 1,500. She was a dealer doll, and I thought she was kind of cute. Not really for me. Like, I didn't. I think the thing that threw me off the most was her lipstick color. I know it's just a neutral, but it's not for me. But the houndstooth is cute, and the blonde is nice. But yeah, she was a pass for me. This Poppy, Travel Talks Poppy, also part of the Neutral Code collection, was much more interesting to me than the Checkmates Poppy. She was also a size of 1,500, and this was a W Club lottery doll. I thought she was very exciting. She came with two different bags. I really like the red hair, and I think the neutral lip color works better on this doll than it did the last one. I think she was very cute, really pretty, and I loved the pop of the red next to all the black and white. She was very pretty, but again, a pass for me. Poppy Parker's for me, unless it's like a total knockout, I'll probably pass. The next doll in the collection is Op Art Opening, Jolie James, and in my opinion, this was the best doll in the entire collection. She was so beautiful. She was an edition size of 1,500. She was a dealer doll. Her sculpt is Naja 1.0, but also Colette 1.0 and Jolie James. So I guess her face sculpt goes across a couple different lines. She, again, I decided to pass on her, but I felt that she was the best doll of the entire collection. I thought she was so much fun and like the whole groovy vibe. I loved it, and she's so beautiful in that face. Wow. So she was my favorite of the entire collection, but again, I still did pass on her. The last doll in the collection was Chain Reaction Ginger Gilroy. She was an edition size of 1,300, and she was a lottery doll. And I believe she was kind of like a collect. What's the word for it? A gift set, maybe? Because she came with a couple different looks, as you can see here. She has like the overall look, then she has like the A-line dress, and then that white circle-ish coat situation. I'm not very big fan of this ginger. I've seen some gingers that I thought were cute, but I don't really like the face screening on this ginger, and I'm not really interested in any of the fashion. I'm okay. The A-line dress I think would be cute on my Trixie doll. I'm not gonna lie. I think that could be put on her pretty easily, but unless I wanted to redress my Trixie, there's nothing I'm really interested in. So I did pass on it, but you know, cool enough doll, just not for me. Okay, so now we are into another collection, and this was the New Face Moments collection. So this was a whole line of dolls designed by Jesse Ayala that was recolors, basically, or moments is kind of what they call recolors in the W Club. Moments referencing back to past dolls and just kind of reimagining them. So the first one was Poetic Interlude Eden Blair. I thought she was cute. I like the ginger and the purple, giving a little bit of Daphne and the green handbag. So I liked it for that. But and if she was a standalone doll, honestly, I may have grabbed the Eden. But I didn't like the Lilith enough to go for a gift set because they came together, but I just wanted to show each doll. I didn't like her enough to enter the lottery. And this was also right before, I believe, Dolly Days or something. There was something coming up with the dolls, so I didn't want to spend money. This may have been before the Seven Sins event. I can't remember the timing. But I was trying to save money and didn't want to jump for any of these because I wanted to save money for something else that was coming. But again, I thought Eden was actually really cute, and if she was a standalone, I probably would have went for her, but I decided to pass. And since we are discussing the poetic interlude, we might as well go straight into Lilith. She was included in the set with the Eden. She is also obviously edition size of 1,200 in IT. Oh, lottery doll. I don't know if I said that with the Eden, but they were lottery dolls in the size of 1200. And I really am not interested in the Lilith at all. I don't really like her fashion. I liked her little bow in her hair, but that was about it. So for me, the Eden was the standout, but I didn't want the two together, and I didn't want to have to spend that much money on a gift set for $2. So I ended up passing on them, but I do think that Eden's really cute. The next doll released was Naturally Cool Ayumi Nakamura. Mura? I'm not sure how to say that. But this is Naturally Cool Ayumi. She is pretty cool, but I'm just not into the whole beige neutral tone, I guess, like in casual clothing. It just wasn't for me. She is a beautiful doll, but I just wasn't interested in any of the fashion, and I couldn't see myself reusing any of the fashion, so I passed. But she was an edition size of 1200, and she was a IT Direct lottery doll. Now, this doll also came from the New Face Moments, and it's printed in pink Naja Rhymes. This doll, I was stunned. She was giving basically Barbie. They were like hinting at it in the video of her releasing like Dolly Core, but the pink and the glasses and the doll is so beautiful. Like the lips are just perfect and the hair so full, and this hot pink is just I love this doll. I ended up passing on her. Like I said, I was saving my money for something. I can't remember what was coming up at the time, but I did pass on this Naja, but it was so hard to do so. And honestly, I love this Naja, and I'm kind of added her to the list of dolls that I hope to get my hands on one day. She is so beautiful and so stunning. Okay, so now we're getting to like what was the official Integrity Toys convention this year. It was an online convention, and it was the theme of the Seven Sins. But long before the Seven Sins even came out, we were given this doll with the announcement of the Seven Sins event, and she was supposed to kind of give us a appetizer of what's to come, or a taste of what's to come, not an appetizer, a taste of what's to come, and kind of an idea. And this is Sweet Temptation Tulabelle True. She was a pre-order, so her edition size has not been determined. She was available to anyone who wanted her in the club, and she was a part of the Seven Sins event. I probably would have gotten this doll had she been on a different face sculpt. I am not a big fan of the Tulabelle face sculpt. I've seen it in a bunch of different iterations, and it just never clicks for me. I think the doll, like clothing and design wise, the braid with the butterflies, all of that I love. Very nice. But just, I can't get with the face. I'm just not a fan. But I think this was a very cool doll, and honestly, out of the whole event, one of the best dolls of the event. Alright, so now we're getting into the different Seven Sins dolls. They had different dolls representing each of the Seven Sins. And the first one was East 59th, representing Lust, and that was Deepest Desire De La Rue. She came in edition size of 600, and she was a convention collection doll. I was actually kind of disappointed by this doll. Just because Integrity Toys have made some incredible lingerie dolls, and for Lust, I was hoping they'd be more creative than just lingerie. But then, even though they did lingerie, I didn't feel like it compared to their own past lingerie dolls, so that's what left me disappointed. She's a beautiful doll. Her fashion is very pretty, but I just think they've done better lingerie dolls in the past. But she was a pass for me. I didn't enter for her or anything. The next doll is Sloth, and that's Leisure Lounge Paolo Marino. He was an edition size of 500. He was part of the Seven Sins, and he was probably the biggest disappointment for me. I was like, okay, for Sloth, first off, it was sleepwear, which again, I don't think was terribly creative. And also, I just don't like his face. Something about his face is weird to me. I don't like the hairstyle. And I like the style of the loungewear, but I don't like the print with that style. I don't know. He just wasn't for me. He was an overall pass, but yeah, I guess there's not much else to say. The next doll was Envy, and that's where we have Turning Green Poppy Parker. She was an edition size of 1,000, and For this Poppy Parker, I was again kind of disappointed. Like Green with Envy, I kind of assumed we were going to get a green based doll. And she's very pretty, for starters. She's a very beautiful doll. I like her fashion, I like her outfit and everything. I just think for Envy, I was hoping for something more creative, I guess. But she's a very pretty doll. I guess that's it. She's a very pretty doll. She gives me more like Emerald City Citizen from, oh my gosh, what's the name of it? Wizard of Oz, more than anything else. But pretty doll, but was a pass for me. The next doll for the Seven Sins event was All For Me Poppy Parker. She represented greed, and well, for starters, obviously I have this doll. You can see by the star, but I loved this doll so much because I felt like she perfectly represented the sin she was supposed to represent. She represented greed, and she's like this super pink shopping bags, and the shopping bags have all these saying like more is more, never enough, dollar signs. She has all these accessories, and like just she gives greed, you know? So I was so excited by this doll. She's really pretty, and I didn't have a Poppy Parker that looked like this. Again, she's giving very dolly core, which I loved. So yeah, definitely I entered for her, and I was very happy that I was able to obtain her. And she's an edition size of 1,000. Very pretty doll. I love her, and I'm so happy I have her. Next from the event, we had a Devilish fashion pack, and this was just a fashion pack they released for Poppy Parker. I did say earlier in this video they also released some shoe packs, but I had no interest in any of the shoe packs, so I didn't get those. But this was the Devilish fashion pack. I thought it was okay. Like, okay, I loved the monochromatic situation going on. You know, I'm a big fan of that with my Rainbow High collection, but I just felt like it's missing something. It's a little simple, but I love the accessories. The accessories are incredible, but I just think something with the dress like needed more. But yeah, that was the fashion pack. I decided to pass on it. Next is a fashion pack that was also released at the convention. It's the Garden of Excess fashion pack, and it's cute. It's really pretty. It's like a two-piece, kind of like bathing suit that then has this like green part on it, but it's not really a bathing suit. It's kind of like a dressy look. It's a very cool look, honestly. Very interesting. I ended up passing on it just because I entered for two dolls, and if I had won both, I was like, there's no way I'm going to afford the fashion pack as well. So I decided to pass on it, but very cool fashion pack. I really like it. Next is the doll that broke the W Club, the doll that broke the convention, Tantrum Aaron Salston representing Wrath. This doll was such an immediate hit with basically everyone that was a part of the convention. And then I remember her like circling around even people who weren't a part of the W Club were like talking about this doll. She is so beautiful. She's she like Wrath. I see it. I get it. I love it. She's so beautiful. She came in edition size of 1,000, and I did enter for this doll, and I missed her. So that is why this doll gets a red star. I was very sad. She is a very sought after doll by many collectors in and out of the W Club. She was an instant hit. A lot of people were upset that this doll, who they said you can tell was going to be an instant hit with collectors, a lot of people were sad that she was in an edition size of only 1,000. I'm one of those people. I would have been so happy if there were more of her. But I don't know. She's a beautiful doll. Sad I didn't get her, but I mean, happy for the people who did. Beautiful, beautiful doll. Okay, the next doll, part of the Seven Sins event, representing Vanity, which is also Pride, I guess, is Glorious Vanity Isabella Alves. For starters, I'm a big fan of Isabella now that I have Isabella. I love Isabella. She was a edition size of 1,000, but I thought this doll was really interesting. I loved the intricate hairstyle. I loved the mirror accessory. But the mini sequin dress, it just wasn't enough for me to want to enter for her. I think she's very pretty, very cool, but just wasn't enough for me. But very interesting doll, and I think she actually does a good job of representing her sin as well. The last doll of the Seven Sins event was Delightful Indulgence Dania Zar, who is meant to represent gluttony. So this doll had me very perplexed. For starters, I did not get gluttony from her at all, like not even a little bit. However, this doll, the doll herself, is so beautiful. I immediately was enchanted with this doll. I, the face, I love the hair. She's so beautiful. She is one of those dolls I hope to get nude one day. I'd love to redress her in something. I don't necessarily have something in mind, but what a beautiful doll. I did not end up entering for her. I didn't want to pay full price for a bunch of fashion that I was not interested in at all, and I didn't think I would easily be able to resell or trade for something better. It seems like a lot of people weren't too interested in this fashion, but I think Dania is so beautiful here. So beautiful doll, just not into the fashion. And again, I don't really get gluttony at all from this. Now we're on to another event, and we are on to the Dolly Days. So the Dolly Days was a couple, like 4 days of kind of releasing dolls or doll related things. And the first day was a Cold Carbon Integrity Toys collaboration. And Cold Carbon is a brand that has someone who designs clothes. She's very cool. There's an interview with her with the when they announced these dolls, and she came out with these Vampire Hunter dolls, which are really cool. They have a really interesting story, but the dolls just weren't my cup of tea. They're not my style, but a lot of people were big fans of them, which is amazing. I love seeing Integrity Toys do things that's like not typically what they're known for, and then it be a real hit or resonate with a lot of people. So they weren't for me, but a lot of people did enjoy them. So I'm really happy for those people. But yeah, this is Bellamy Blue, and wasn't for me, but very cool, very interesting. Now this is All Guns Blazing Jordan Duvall. She's from the exact same collection, and I feel about her the same way I feel about Bellamy. Not for me, but I'm very happy for the people who were very excited about these dolls. But she was still a pass for me. Okay, so now we are headed into another collection, and this collection was an East 59th collection. East 59th collection, The Weekend in the Poconos, and this was like kind of like an autumnal collection, and there was a cool thing because each character came with a piece of luggage, but if you got the whole set, then you got the whole set of luggage. It was pretty cool. But the first character is Stroll in the Woods, Coraline Cora Kwan. And again, like I said with the other Cora, you can see what I mean by the lips. I feel like the lips on Cora is different than other dolls. I don't know what it is. I thought this doll was really pretty. I love the headscarf. I like the hair a lot. But she was still a pass for me, and she was in flats. So, yeah, it was just a pass for me. The next doll in the collection was Seeing the Sights, Maeve Roca. She was an edition size of 600. All these dolls were dealer dolls, I do believe. And yeah, from IT dealers, except for one doll. Yeah, so Maeve is IT dealer doll. She's very pretty. I actually really like her and came very close to getting her, but I decided to pass. But she is a very nice doll and probably my favorite from this entire collection. The next one in this same little collection, The Weekend at the Poconos, is Traveling in Style, Evelyn Weaverton. I really like this doll's silhouette, but that's about it. I like her silhouette and her pieces, but I don't like the color scheme she's in. And I don't really care for the doll either. She looks kind of simple. Her luggage is really cute, but again, she's another edition size was 600, and she's available only from IT dealers, same as the last one. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Evelyn, really. And here is the last doll from The Weekend in the Poconos. Here we have Falling Leaves, Laird Drake, and I really like the fashion. I think it's really nice. Of course, he has the last piece of luggage to the set, but what I don't like is Laird himself, like the actual guy. It looks like a teenager dressing up in his dad's clothes or something. I don't know, he just looks so young to me. It's just a little off-putting for me, so he was also a pass. I wasn't interested in getting him. I don't know if I said that about the last girl. I didn't get the last girl as well. He was a Right to Buy lottery, still an edition size of 600, but he was a pass for me. Next was the last doll offered at the Dolly Days, and this one, if you watch my Dolly Days review, was the most disappointing for me. This is Power Workout Tenzin Da Kling, and he's a monarch, but I don't know. His fashion is super simple, and I know he's a basics doll, so they're going to be simple, but his fashion was super simple, and I wasn't interested in the doll either. I don't really like his hair. His face mold seems fine, but he just wasn't for me. It was just too simple, and in my opinion, I think he could have just been a regular release, and I would have hoped for something more exciting for the Dolly Days. But that's it for Power Workout Tenzin. Okay, so now we're probably in the most exciting part of the doll releases for this year, and that is the W Club exclusive dolls. So there are 5 W Club exclusive dolls, and these are dolls that are released only to the W Club. And if you're a W Club member, you are guaranteed a doll if you want one. They are pre-orders. So they make however many are ordered, however many people order it, that's how many they make, and then they give it to you. You pay for it once it ships. So there's 5 of those every club year. Well, I believe it's every club year. There was at least this club year. And this was the first doll that was offered, I believe. No, actually, I think she was second. The first one was a Poppy. She'll show up in this list, but the first one we're going to go over is Get Ready With Me, Naja Rhymes. And this doll is so beautiful. But as you can see, I have a red star down there, which means I want her but didn't get her. And that is because I decided to pass on this doll. Now, the reason I decided to pass on this doll, to be honest, I don't fully remember. I believe they announced this doll right before the Seven Sins event, and I want to save my money for the Seven Sins event. I'm pretty sure that's when she was announced. I believe so. It was before Seven Sins or Dolly Days, but I think Seven Sins. But they announced her right before the event, and I didn't want to spend money before the event happened. So that's kind of why I think I passed on this doll. But also, her fashions are super cool, but they just don't interest me. They're very well done, very cool pieces. But it just wasn't my taste. But I think the doll herself is so stunning. This Naja is just beautiful. I love her hair. I love her makeup. This kind of like dark, kind of vampy makeup look. Oh, so beautiful. But yeah, I did pass on her for that event. And honestly, I don't know that I regret it, but I do hope at some point I can get this doll nude. So yeah, that's this doll. Very beautiful doll. The first exclusive doll that was offered to the W Club. Okay, so now this is the doll that I'm pretty sure was announced as the first W Club exclusive doll. At least I'm pretty sure. She was announced while I was in Thailand. I do remember that. It was the beginning of my traveling in Asia this summer. And when she was announced, I was so sad because I was like, I just started traveling. There's no way I can spend unnecessary money right now. So I was like, I had to pass on her. And I was super sad at the time because she's in the pastel. She's so cute. But now that time has passed, I am glad that I did not go for this doll. She's very cute, very pretty. Of course, I love the pastels. Her little luggage piece is really nice. But now that some time has passed and some of the other dolls have been released, I think I'm okay that I missed this doll. She's nice, but I don't think for me, she isn't a stick out. My favorite things that she comes with is definitely the luggage piece, and I actually really like the necklace. I think it's really pretty. But she's not something I feel I need in my collection. So she was a pass for me. But again, with me, Poppy Parker, she needs to be absolutely perfect if I'm going to go for her because I'm not a Poppy Parker stan. I do love her, Poppy Parker in general, but I just think this one is a little simple to me, so I was able to pass on her. Speaking of Poppy Parker upgrade dolls, not upgrade, they're W Club exclusive dolls, we have Win in Paris Poppy Parker. So similar to the last Poppy Parker, she's really pretty, she's cute, but for me, she just feels a little simple. I think she's supposed to be kind of like a reference to Emily in Paris, if I'm not mistaken. But I've never watched the show, so I really don't know anything about it. But I do think she's supposed to be a reference to that. She's really cute. I like the sparkly black dress and the little shawl. I love the gloves. The accessories she comes with are really nice. I don't like her second outfit, the little polka dotted thing. I'm not really a fan. Maybe without the leggings and the flat shoes, I'd like it more. But yeah, for me, she's just okay for me. So I was able to pass on her pretty easily. Again, she's really cute, and I'm sure some Poppy Parker collectors are out there very excited about this doll. I'm happy for you, but for me, she was a pass. Okay, so now we are getting to the doll that I've been wanting to talk about basically this entire video. Redefined Luxury Kaori Sato. Oh my god, this doll. So, when she came out, I was in utter shock. I was just speechless, beyond speechless. I've watched the announcement video for her multiple times just because I want to see this doll and just talk about this doll and hear about this doll. She is so beautiful. She is so perfect to me. Oh my goodness. So, first off, I want to talk about the doll herself. Before we even get into the incredible fashion, this photo on the left, I think, shows it perfectly. She is so beautiful. This screening with this blush skin tone is outstanding. I love her like short hair that's been like heavily styled. So nice. I just can't. So Kiori's not really a face mold I was super aware of. Like I knew of the face mold. I've seen some of the past releases. I'm pretty sure she had a what do you call it? A Style Lab doll from the Legendary convention. And I wasn't really too impressed with that doll. If I listed it right, I hope I did. But she was one that I was like, okay. But this screening right here has caused me to feel like this may be one of my favorite face molds now. Like she's up there with Alejandra Luna now. I am so happy that I am a W Club member this year because if I had missed out on this doll, I would have been distraught and I would have been paying insane prices on the secondhand market to hopefully own her. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to because this doll is already so expensive. Actually, I'm pretty sure she's around $300. I might be wrong about that. I'll put up the price on the screen, like what her actual release price was for W Club members. She is so beautiful, so stunning. And again, that's just the doll. We haven't even gotten into the fashion and accessories. So let's do that. First off, this gown look is everything. My favorite thing she comes with. I love all the fashion, to be fair. I genuinely, once I have this doll, which also, no, it's not really a spoiler. You can see the yellow star in the corner. I did purchase this doll and pre-order her because it was an immediate, I have to have her. So I did pre-order this doll. I have no idea which look I'm going to be displaying her in. She might be one who changes outfits often because every outfit piece she comes with is so incredible. But this gown right now is my favorite. It changes up. But right now this gown is so stunning. I love it's got the bodysuit and then it has this sheer gown on top. And they showed in the video, or they talked about it in the video where Jessie revealed this doll, that the sheer dress can be manipulated. So you can see on the left it has like a pendant and it's like pulled up. Here it's like down on one side. And they talked about how you could have different pieces underneath. Like it doesn't have to be the bodysuit, so you can mix and match like different ways of using this piece. I I'm so excited. It's so beautiful. I'm just in love. And then she has this Chanel inspired look with these huge like ruffly sleeves. What is that, a ruffle? I don't know. It's like scalloped, I guess would be the word. But it's so pretty. I love like a good Chanel reference. Like the Chanel tweed is always really cool. But then it has like the Versace pins and then these like thigh high boots that look incredible. Then we also have this jacket, and it doesn't show it in this photo, but there's this jacket in the back is like corseted, or like laced, like corset lacing. Is that what you call it? Is like in the back. It doesn't come undone. You can't adjust it, but it has the appearance of it, which is really cool. And then this simple little lingerie set in this beautiful shade of lavender that I absolutely love. And then she comes with a necklace box and a ring box, as well as a purse and like the belt that you can see with the jacket look. This doll is so stunning. She is so beautiful. She is one of the standouts for this entire year. I am just in awe of this doll. I am so excited to get her. I've been so excited to talk about her on this channel. I thought about doing a video just talking about this doll and the next doll, but I decided to include them here. But wow, these dolls are. This doll is so 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 beautiful. I love her so much, and I cannot wait to get her. Oh, and then I didn't even talk about the fact that this doll is like references to past releases. Jessie in the reveal video for this doll talked about a lot of the other references for this doll. She like references some past Kiori dolls, and then she comes in a gift set box that, because she's a gift set, she comes in this special box that is like a recreation of a past gift set box, which is so cool. Again, I'm not an inbox collector, but I'm still excited to see it. But yeah, this doll I'm just obsessed with. So much so that this photo on the left of her, I literally have downloaded on my phone and I'll look at it every once in a while. This doll, I cannot get over it and I cannot wait to own this doll. So after the Kiori reveal, I was not expecting too much from the next doll because I was like, how can you do better than Kiori? That Kiori is so perfect. And we found out that it was going to be a new fantasy doll and that it was going to be designed by Jessie Ayala. And I did know that like with Jessie being the designer, I was probably going to like the doll. But I did not imagine I would love the doll this much. So we're talking about Serene Violaine, I think Violaine, right? Violaine Perrin. Um, wow. Just wow, 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 this doll. Okay, for starters, I am definitely a fantasy fan. Like, I love a good fairy, I love a good mermaid. You know, I love all that type of stuff. But so far, the new fantasy line has been very much like dolls in these kind of like ball gown looks, and then like they're a sorcerer or a wizard, which is fine. That's really cool. I like it. I do own Smoke and Shadow Vanessa Perrin, for example. But I I was hoping, like, always wanted them to go even further into the fantasy realm. Like, again, I'm a fantasy person, so I want, if you're gonna do a fantasy doll, go for it. And oh my god, did they go for it here? This mermaid doll, I am absolutely obsessed with. She is so stunning. I was not expecting, again, like I said, I was not expecting another like big hitter doll to come after Kiori. I was like, that's it. Kiori came out. She's incredible. She's perfect. I don't care what comes next because Kiori's perfection. And then they did this, and I'm like, how? They really did save some of the best dolls for the end of the year. So, for starters, she has this mermaid look that is incredible. I love it. These sculpted earrings. Then she has a special stand for when she is a mermaid so that you can like pose her or stand her up, display her. That's what I was trying to say. Display her with her tail. And then a different stand piece so that you can do it for like the regular human look. And that's where you have this skirt look and like the ruffled skirt look and this other teal look with the feathers. The ruffled skirt look I'm not too interested in. I don't. I just don't care for the ruffled skirt that much. And then she's with her metallic top, which really it looks amazing with the mermaid, but with that top, it's giving. I don't know that it really goes with it. Love the shoes from that look though. But the second look, this like cascading waterfall feather look with the gold thigh high boots. Oh my god, it's so good. Like, mainly the mermaid look and that feather look are so incredible, so beautiful, so amazing. I was just stunned. Again, like Kiori, I have photos of this doll saved on my phone that I'll go and look at sometimes. Just like I'm feeling down, you know what? Let's look at that doll real quick because she is so beautiful and so stunning. I am so excited for this gift set just as much as Kiori. I don't know which one I love more. Some days it's Kiori, some days it's the mermaid. So we'll have to find out when I get them in person. Then, what else do I want to talk about here? Oh, the eyelash situation. So I know a lot of people are upset because this doll does not have the hand applied eyelashes that we come to expect with Integrity Toys dolls. And I didn't care at first at all, and now I think I'm still okay without her having eyelashes. I do feel that so Jesse gave the reasoning that he didn't want any black at all in her face up, because of the whole like water effect, and it always has like a shade of blue, which is I think is a really cool reasoning, and it really does pay off on this doll. I don't see why they couldn't have gotten like blue tinted hairs to do for the eyelashes. Um, I mean, maybe that is something that they don't possess, but I feel like that's not too crazy of an idea. It's just like, some blue tinted threads and then use it as eyelashes. I know it's special type threads, but I can imagine you could get it in that blue shade that he wanted. But maybe not. Again, I don't know. I'm not in the background. I don't know how those things work. But I think for this doll, I'm actually okay with it. I'm not too hurt about it. However, I hope them not including eyelashes is not something we continue to see in the future. I hope this is just like a special case. And if that's the case, I'm cool. I'm fine. But if we start seeing more of this, I will become a little worried. But again, for this doll specifically, I'm not upset. I think how she looks is incredible. It works with the doll. She's very beautiful with or without eyelashes. So I'm very happy with this doll. She's so stunning, and she's another one that I'm very excited for. All right, so now we are on to the Fashion Royalty Moments collection. And these were dolls that were designed by Jesse Ayala that he released, and they're all references to past dolls. Again, that's what moments means. I think I mentioned it earlier in the slideshow, if I'm saying it again. But they're just like basically recolors of past release dolls. I think I talked about that with the upgrade dolls. But he released 3 dolls, and this is one of the dolls from the Fashion Royalty Moments, and it is Little Vintage Ensemble Veronique Perrin. She was an edition size of 1200, and she was a W Club Lottery doll. I was not a big fan of this doll. I did decide to pass on her. As you can tell, there's no star or anything here. I think for me, I love her original version. The pastel pink one is so beautiful, but I just couldn't get behind this brownish tweed situation. I love the blue. Like, I love that teal. But yeah, I just wasn't into the brown, so I did not enter for this doll. So I do not have this doll, and I'm totally okay with that. So I think that's kind of it to say on this doll. Okay, so here's the next doll from the Fashion Royalty Moments collection, and it is Pink Glam Adele Makeda. This is actually the newest doll that I've reviewed on my channel, so if you want to see a full review of this doll, you can find it, my last doll video. And I feel the same way I said in that review. I'm obsessed with this doll. She is so beautiful. I went for her, obviously. I entered the lottery, and I went for her, obviously, because I liked her. But I love her even more in person. These photos of her, they're cute, but in person, wow. This doll is so stunning and so beautiful. I'm so happy I have her. I really, really like her. She's just, she's so pretty. And I've been wanting an Adele in my collection, so this is actually my first Adele. I'm so happy to have her. I really like her. She's so beautiful. I really have nothing else other to I really have nothing else other to say than that. Just a beautiful doll. Now, the last doll in this collection is Sensational Soiree Agnes Von Weiss. And this doll is a bit special for me. As you can see, I have a blue star with this doll, blue star for this doll. I talked about this in my Pink Glam Adele Makeda review, but I actually do own this doll. Like, I have this doll literally in a box in my closet right now. Like, I can see her. But I haven't opened her because I don't know how I feel about this doll. So let me explain. I went for this doll for the fashion. This outfit is so beautiful. I'm obsessed with the fashion from this doll. It is incredible. It is so beautiful. And because of that, I decided, yes, I'm going to go for this doll. I want this doll. Only for the fashions. And I was like, and maybe I'll like the doll in person once I get her. So I get the doll. The fashion's amazing. And then I opened the box just to look at it. I didn't even do a full unboxing. I haven't done a video for it or anything on my channel. But then I saw the doll, and I'm still on the fence about her. Like, she's kind of beautiful. She is beautiful. She is beautiful. I just don't know if I have a place for her in my collection. But she's really pretty. But I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know. I'm still thinking maybe I'll see if I can trade her, like her nude, for another doll, because I have a long list of dolls I am interested in obtaining nude. Integrity Toys has made so many incredible dolls, so there's a long list I'd be willing to accept for this doll. So I'm could possibly trade her, but until I decide, I'm just going, I guess, to hold on to this doll until I officially decide what I'm gonna do. I'll be sure to let you guys know what I do end up deciding to do with this doll, but I am very happy I have her fashion. I love this doll's fashion, so I'm very happy to have that at the very least. Okay, so that sums up all the dolls I have purchased this year, and here's a quick slideshow of all the dolls I have purchased. I would like to make a little side note that Adele, Sensational Soiree, not Adele, Agnes, is not pictured here because I haven't decided if I'm keeping that doll, so technically I don't know if I should count myself as having that doll. But this is it. This is my full collection. This club year has been honestly such an incredible club year. The 2023 Doll Club year, I've had so much fun. I feel like I've been able to fully experience so many aspects of the club. I have been able to go to an in person event. I have gotten basics dolls, upgrade dolls, W Club exclusive dolls. I've entered for lotteries and I've won some lottery dolls. I've entered a lottery and not gotten a doll. Looking at you, Tantrum Aaron. I I've even like gone onto the W Club forums and been able to trade dolls. So I have had so much fun with this club year. I've made some really cool friends, and if I'm being honest, I plan to join the W Club for the 2024 club year. I've had so much fun this year. I've really started to grow my collection, as you can see, and I want to keep going with Integrity Toys. I'm having so much fun with them. I really enjoy it, and it's something I see myself doing for quite a few years to come. As long as I'm having fun with these dolls, enjoying being a part of the community, and I also can afford these dolls because these are very expensive dolls, I'll probably continue to be in the club year. And I am so excited because I'm recording this on the 22nd of February. So I'm literally only hours away from seeing the presentation that Integrity Toys is doing for the 2024 club year. So we get to see the new upgrade dolls, and they'll probably talk about things coming up in the club year. I'm so excited for that. Literally hours away from that. And I will be doing a video on that, by the way. I'll do a video talking about my hopes for the 2024 club year, what I thought of the presentation and the upgrade dolls, which upgrade dolls I'll go for, because I'm sure there'll be at least one I'm interested in. At least I hope. Um, but yeah, I guess that's about it. I'd love to hear down in the comments below. Were you a part of the W Club this year? Do you plan to join for 2024? What dolls did you get from this club year? What do you think of the dolls I got this club year? Or are there any that I passed on that you're surprised I passed on? I'd love to hear any of that. Also, all the dolls pictured here, except for Kiori and Violin, you can find videos for on my channel. I reviewed an unboxing for every single one of these dolls. These two will be coming as soon as I get them, like I promise. But if you're interested in hearing about any of these dolls in details, or even seeing the curated doll event, I vlogged a little bit of footage for that. You can check that out on my channel. And I guess that's about it. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of longer video. I didn't put my face in it, but it was kind of fun, like kind of podcasty, I guess, in a way. But yeah, that's about it. As always, in the description down below, you can find my Instagram that I have for my doll collection, where I like to post photos of my collection. It's his.dolls on Instagram. And I definitely hope to upload some more photos soon. I've been crazy busy, so I have been really behind on my doll photography, but I enjoy it so much. So hopefully very, very soon I'll be able to post some more. And that's about it. I really enjoyed this. I had so much fun. So excited to see what's to come, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.